me help you understand.
I've been up for 3 days, I don't know what time it is. I hit them off a prepaid, cause they tryna clock the kid. I've been stacking, grinding it, they don't know who Glock it is. I just got the packaging, so
welcome High Style Sundays, y'all know what's going on. We back with another one. We got Ice in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up, Brody?
Ain't much. Appreciate you pulling up on me.
What's up?
It's a special one right here, y'all. So, for everybody that doesn't really, know what you about and what you do, let us know.
I'm that, man. I'm a one-on-one. You know what I mean? If you know for real. Everything run through me, I feel like, I'm really like I'm that piece of the puzzle everybody need, You gotta hear my shit. You gotta really tap in, you gotta really listen, you know what I'm saying? I be really speaking for myself. This shit, this shit my life, like this my therapy. This how I get my shit out. This how I get shit out my chest for real.
Okay.
I get shit off my chest like this, so it just happened to bump at the same time, but shit, I'm him. Yeah, I'm him.
Facts. Alright, so from Baltimore, right?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised?
Born and raised my whole life.
Alright, what part?
West
side?
Baltimore, yeah.
Okay. So what was it like, as a child? Let's take it back a little bit. What was it like growing up in Baltimore? Any hardships, any fun times?
It was cool. It was cool growing up. Shit probably ain't get goofy till I started getting goofy. Trying to jump out the porch, like, too fast. I learned my lessons the hard way, so a lot of the shit that be happening to me, I was, at least back then, I was bringing on myself, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, it was cool. I liked it. I love it. I love my city, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the city. I love the city. It's the people, for real, that really, like, fuck the city up sometimes. Like, you feel me? Because everybody in the wrong mind state, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got the same mindset. So that's how I really feel about the city. I love the city. I think Baltimore's gonna really be on, but I feel like everybody gotta get out of that mindset, like, where he's talking down on each other and shit like that. Like, nobody give a fuck for real. Like, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Nah, I definitely feel you with that. What stood out to you, would you say, as a kid growing up? Like, anything in particular?
Meaning what?
Like,
in the city?
That's still in Baltimore. That's still stuck with you now.
I feel like it's just, when I was younger, I ain't really think nothing of it, saying junkies and shit. And just walking around, just saying what you see every day. Cause it's normal to us, but that shit ain't really normal anywhere else, you get what I'm saying? But I think it started to hit home when I got older and I started to see people I grew up with, like, now they panhandling, you get what I'm saying? And it's like,
that's a scary sight.
That's scary, you get what I'm saying? Cause I'm not, like, say I was fucked up today or tomorrow, like, and you my man, you see me on the corner panhandling, like, what, you gonna record me? Or you gonna tell me get in the car, you know what I mean, try to look out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but most of these people, they just gonna record you. They gonna, look at Joe, like, he fucked up. Like, that's what I mean about the mindset everybody being down here for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if I see my man panhandle on the side of the road, if that's really my people though, like, not somebody I just went to school with, like, if that's really my people though, like, bro, I'm not about to record my man and get the center of the people, like, you feel? I'm not that type of nigga. I'm gonna tell you get in the car. Yeah, like, I'm gonna tell you get in the car and we gonna figure out how to get you back on your feet, if you want to get back on your feet, if you're not too far gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I feel about it. That's why, like, with age came maturity, you know what I'm saying? It's like, some shit I don't take lightly, and shit like that I don't take lightly, because I done seen showing up people I grew up with, like, they just burnt out, like, they gone, you feel me? They too far gone to where I can't even bring them back.
Facts. How'd you stay in that path of, how'd you stay in that straight path where you didn't fall towards that side?
Mind control. I feel like no matter what I do, it don't matter what I do. I do it, I don't let it do me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm drinking, I'ma drink, but I ain't gonna let the drink do me. If I'm drugging, I can't let the drugs do me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be letting the drugs take over. Like, hell no. I gotta be in full control of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can do it whatever you want, as long as it's in moderation. You know what I'm saying? My father always told me that, like, do what you want, but when you start to make it a habit, that's when you lost it. You know what I'm saying? But you can do it in moderation. I don't care if you like to drink, smoke, get high, do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? But once you start to make it a habit, it got to be an everyday thing. You need it. That's when you lost yourself, and you got to get back to where you was. So I never really, like, I don't know. And then I seen people going down that road, and it just made me not want to go down that road.
Right.
Like, that shit wasn't cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like hell no. Like, I don't want to. Like, nah.
Okay. Now, was music something you always wanted to do?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in school, I used to fuck around, and a lot of people would like tell me like, "Oh shit, like you actually talented, like you should do it." But I didn't think nothing of it. Like I was playing basketball and shit like that. Like I ain't trying to fuck with the girls. I wasn't really on that tip for real. But once I got older, like I'm like, all right, let me take it serious. And that shit just started coming full circle. And then I started seeing people fucking with me. Like, it was more so that I was expressing myself and people was feeling me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm expressing myself, like, what I'm going through, and it's other motherfuckers out here that feel just like I feel. Yeah. So it's like, all right, I'm going to keep going. Like, you feel me? Let me make another song. Let me talk about some more shit I feel about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't hold my tongue. I don't hold my tongue on them songs. Like, I go straight in. I go straight into it.
Okay. So, when exactly did you know, like, this is what you should be doing? Like, making music, rapping, all this. When did you know this is the time for you to really focus in?
When I couldn't go nowhere without somebody, like somebody noticed me from music. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was popular back before I started making music, but once I really start locking in, it's like, oh, all right, yeah, that's Ice. Blah, 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 you feel me? And I'm like, I get to that point where as though I started feeling like I can't stop this shit. Like, I gotta keep going, because I can be 50 years old and they still gonna be like, oh, bro, you still making music? Like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I feel like I couldn't never really, like...
Jay-Z still makes music.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, and think about it. Jay-Z, he is where he is, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he can be 70 years old and niggas like, yeah, that's Jay-Z. Like, he that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he a legend or whatever the case may be. I just feel like this will carry on into my older life the way as though it's like, I can't just stop, try to be regular or, you know, do the regular shit and then they just gonna let it fly. It's always gonna be, oh no, that nigga, I could have did this, he could have did that, and now it's like, all right, now I'm gonna start taking that in like that, maybe all right. So let me just go hard at it now while I can. You feel me?
Did you have like any inspirations or anybody really led you that way?
Yeah, my boy Sheik, he go by Ravcomp and Sos. They both kind of put that battery in my back for real. Like, when we really first started rapping, like the first time I really got in the studio and I made a song, they like, bro, like, this shit hard. Like, they like, this what you gotta do. Like, no, like, you that, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like no doubt in my mind from the start. I'm like, all right, I'm going. Then like a lot of my friends and shit, they like, bro, not even because they my friends and your friends just supposed to support you. I'm talking like people actually, they fucked it with it, like, you know, like they felt it, like they would express to me how it made them feel and shit like that, and I just kind of took it and ran with it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just keep doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to hear it, I like to say it. Let's keep going.
And now you're from, that point to doing shows. How's that feel? How's that impact you? Being on that stage.
That shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit crazy because everybody, a lot of people drop music, but everybody, you really gotta have everything when it comes to rapping. Like, when it comes to making music, you gotta have it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas drop music, but they don't have no stage presence. Right. A lot of niggas might have stage presence, but they got bullshit music. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit all goes hand in hand for real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like to see my supporters really coming out and want to see me, it's like, all right, like that's a feeling I can't really explain for real. When I'm up there, I kind of just black out. Like, I black out. everything gone. Like all my problems, my worries, none of that shit matters.
It's like a natural space.
It's natural. I'm just trying to put on the show.
That's tough. That's tough. What do you feel like? Because I know there's a lot of ups and downs to this music game. So, what do you feel like your downs were? Like maybe one of them, and how'd you turn it up?
I would probably say like self-doubt.
Okay.
But that's because just letting too much energy around you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch the energy that's around you. You know what I'm saying? You listen to, if I'm taking in 10 different opinions, 15 different opinions a day, it knocked me off my square. You know what I'm saying? When I already know what I'm going for.
Right.
But you hearing people and all these opinions, and I just had to shut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on a tip on I'm on right now. You feel me? Because it's like, people are always gonna give you their opinions, and it's cool, you can take it in, but at the same time, they don't know. A lot of people never chase their dream. They don't know what it's like to go through this. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what it's like on a day-to-day, trying to get over the speed hump. Like, you feel me? Like, you try and get over to the next side. You feel me? So, that's why it's like, it's ups and... I tell any young nigga trying to come up rapping right now, bro, like, this shit ain't sweet. A lot of niggas see this shit on the internet and they think this shit just sweet. I mean, you can just make songs get fat, bro. This shit ain't sweet, bro. This shit, the behind the scenes is tougher than what y'all see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough out here. This shit ain't easy. So you gotta really be built for this shit. Like, you gotta really want it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That was my whole problem growing up. I want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do it when I feel like it. But it's like, that shit don't work. That shit don't. You'll never get where you want to go doing that.
And I feel like, the mental health of a person plays a big part of that too. Like,
you gotta be right. You have to be right mentally already. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. You gotta already have that confidence in yourself to where as though nobody can tell you nothing.
How do you stay on that positive side though?
Blocking the energy out. Protecting my energy from people that like, and it's not even their fault. Like I said, like, it's family members of mine that never chase their dreams, so it's nothing they can tell me about chasing mine because they've never wanted something greater than whatever it is they doing. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just try to stay in my square, watch what I'm keeping around me. Watching my surroundings at all times, because everybody ain't good for you. Even the ones that's saying good shit for you, like, they might just be saying it just because it's like they ain't telling you the truth. They just saying it because they don't want you to think they hating on you. Well, nah, I need the truth. You know what I'm saying? If I just made some bullshit in the studio, tell me I just made some bullshit. We'll throw it in the trash and make another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me this shit hard just because you trying to appease my needs.
Right.
I don't need that. I don't need that around me.
Right.
I don't need that around me.
Okay. And I know you make music, but we're gonna step away from that for a second.
For sure.
What else can we find you doing? I know you got CDs, but let us know what else can we find you doing besides the music.
I got crazy merch about to come out. I ain't gonna say too much. I got crazy merch about to come out though. Shit gonna be fire. And it ain't even gonna be merchy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a piece. You feel me? I'm making pieces, but my whole thing about music is this is just an outlet to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? And even not just for me, for my people. You know what I'm saying? If I can, and I got hella people that do hella things. I know people that do hair, people that do makeup, people that work out, train. If I can plug them in with the right people to where as though they can get contracts, and it's not all about me, bro. This shit way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? It's about really putting my people on for real. So that's why I just try to take it and like, all right, I'm doing this shit for a greater cause and just trying to get there so I can be the lit nigga. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I really want to make sure the people around me, like, they straight too. You get what I'm saying? They doing what they want to do. They're not just leeching off of me for real.
And what's the importance of having these type of goals while being an artist? Like, why do you set such high standards?
Because I know who I am as a person.
Right.
And I know that I've always had high standards for myself. People always looked at me like, you can be the one. And I can't let them down. I don't want to feel like I'm letting people down. That's why I say I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be the one that's they banking on me and they know I could have did it. It's a lot of people around me that is like, they want me to do it because they know the opportunity that could come for them, and that's nothing wrong with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You feel me? But it's like, that's why I take it on the chin. Like, I gotta be the one to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not me, that's cool too. You feel me? But fuck that. Like, I gotta be the one to do it. I gotta be the one to really kick the door in so everybody can walk in. That's how I carry it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, all right, back to the music a little bit. So, I know you're here in Baltimore. What's your favorite studio out here to use? Or if you don't have one, where you record at?
I record like my producers for real. A lot of in-house producers. I don't got no specific place I record at. I go to New York to record a lot.
Why New York?
My boy Cream Wallow, he found me on SoundCloud. Fuck with me. He lit in New York. He recorded a lot of people that, you know, some of the hottest artists for real. And he took a liking to us, you get what I'm saying? And I just kinda took it and ran with it, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, he fucking with me, so that's what I'm gonna do. I work with him, I work with Notorious Nick, I work with Sanchez. Wherever they setting up shop at, they could be in here, they could set the studio up in here, I'm gonna start recording, you know what I'm saying? Like, in-house producers, you know what I'm saying? We making music.
Yeah. Alright, so what's your creative process like? I know you said in-house, so what's your creative process like? You writing, you freestyle, what you doing in there?
I ain't gonna lie, lately I've been punching in.
Okay.
I'm punching straight in. I ain't been writing lately. I write a lot. I used to write a lot. But lately it's like, I'll just get that feeling in the studio and I'll just go. My recording process is really, I gotta find a beat I like. That's the hard part.
Right.
I gotta find a beat. I'm real big on production, so I find a beat I like and then I take it from there, you know what I'm saying? We just kinda make it up as we go.
Okay. Is there like, cause I know you just dropped a song, Top Tier, and that song was very, like, especially the way you shot your video, was very, like, the process was thought, like, you took your time to think that. For sure. Style. So like, what's your, like, do you always go in there, you have a game plan, like, all right, I want to shop this way, want these models doing this, or like, are you just trying to put any video or just make it look good? Like, what's the, because as an artist, you know, a lot of people do the same shit. Right, exactly. You know? I get the artists that, I mean, they just want to drop quick shit and do content, but I also get the artists that like to do, like you said, thoughtful videos, treatments and shit like that. Like, I get that. Like, I like directing my shit. I like having a game plan behind it. I don't want to just go outside and shoot sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I might wake up like, shit, let's just go outside and shoot real quick. But that's a treatment in itself. My life ain't regular. So somebody follow me with a camera, we gonna find some hard shit, you know what I mean, that we got into. So I get it. I definitely get it. I get it from both sides, for real. And how do you want people to perceive you as? Like, when they listen to your music, how you want them to like see you as?
I want them just respect my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I do it for. Like, even when whether I'm doing music or I'm just speaking to you clearly, like, I try to keep that shit a buck, because a lot of people, they ain't fuck with me. Like, a lot of people might not fuck with my music, but they'll fuck with my mind, and then they'll hear my music, and like, okay, I get why you said this. I get why you did this. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta let people in on the personal shit that you don't want to let them in on, because they like that shit. People like personal shit. Like, they like things they can feel. That's what music is about. It's about a feeling. You get what I'm saying? It's about how it make people feel. So.
Okay. And do you feel like you're impacting, like, people with your music? Like, do you feel like your crowd's growing? Because I know you see bigger and bigger numbers on your streams and whatnot. So. Right. Do you feel like you're saying the right words? Yeah. I'm definitely saying. That's the thing. I mean,
I don't really think I say the right words. I just kind of say how I feel, and people just can relate to it. You get what I'm saying? I think people can just like, I don't really try to keep up with the Joneses. You get what I'm saying? So it's either you gonna fuck with me or you not. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about music, bro. Like, some people, I could walk past 5 people that don't fuck with it and catch 10 people that fuck with it. Like, it's okay. If you don't fuck with it, it's cool. If you fuck with it, if you can feel it, if you get where I'm coming from, it's even better. It's even better.
Okay. And what's like the best experience you've had so far in your career with the music, like as an artist?
Best experience, I feel like it's traveling to places and people knowing me. That's important because the city only but so big.
Facts.
So when I can go somewhere else and get love, that shit kind of just comes full circle, and I like it. Feel me? I like that shit. And it's not even about being known or being noticed or having clout. It's about the fact that, like, alright, like I said, I like people to feel my music. So somebody down the street felt my music, but now it's a nigga in LA that's like really fucking with me, or a nigga in El Salvador. It's like, alright, somebody from Italy told me, like, I can't understand what you're saying, but this shit sounds Greek. Like, that, you feel me? Like, I'm cool with that. That's good with me. Like, that's cool with me.
Okay, that's tough. And what's the importance of that, like the traveling part? Taking music and going, different states with that, not staying in one place.
Like I said, it's really because the city only but so big. A lot of shit is popular in the city, nobody knows it anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I feel like it's important. Like, I feel like we really got it down here. So we got what everybody else got. All these other cities, Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, whoever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got what they got. You feel me? The way we'll get that wave where everybody fucking with what we doing. That's why I think it's important to put it on for like a bigger, I can't think of the word right now, but like, yeah, just want to put it on a bigger platform for real. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's only but so many people that live here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maryland big as shit. Baltimore, you feel me? Baltimore is just one part of it. You know what I'm saying? And even past then, like, it's so many different cities, countries that'll tap in with you, really fuck with you, really support you, really pay for your music, come to your shows, travel, like,
buy your merch.
All that, bro. You feel me? All that.
That's tough. So if you could say, with everything you said so far, what would be your main advice to, I won't say a young artist that's still upcoming?
My main advice to the young artists coming up, this shit not all glitz and glamour. You know what I'm saying? They make that shit look good. They make that shit look good on the internet, but you gonna have your days. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have your days where you ain't believing in yourself. You gonna have your days where you feel like your supporters ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? But you keep pushing. You really gotta focus on the people that's fucking with you. Stop focusing on the people that's not fucking with you or what everybody else doing or trying to compare yourself to the next man. Like, dude was working for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to tone all that out and just focus on who for me, who want me to win, and just keep it there. Like, 'cause I don't. Once you start worrying about all that other stuff, that's when you get lost track of your goal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really identify what you're doing it for, and then keep doing it. Like, to the young artists, like, man, don't stop believing everything these rappers telling you, man. This shit ain't easy. You can't. Everybody ain't gonna wake up and get on. Like, that's just how the dice fall for real. Everybody ain't gonna wake up and get on. So.
That's real. That's real.
If you really want to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you really don't know what you want to do and you're in between this and that, make a decision. Make a decision, because this shit ain't pretty. You gotta really be built for it, for real.
You ain't lying. That's
for sure.
That's all facts right there.
For sure.
If you I know you got Top Tier out now. Let us know what other projects you got out now. and where we can find all your music at?
Yeah, I just dropped the album last year called Ice. I'm about to start dropping every other Friday. I'm dropping singles now. That's the type of time I'm on. You know, people always talk about my consistency, saying I ain't consistent enough. So, alright, bet I'm gonna drop singles every other week for niggas. Every other week, bangers too. I'm about to drop a single this Friday coming up. So, bangers, like that's the type of time I'm on right now. I'm about to drop hella music. My catalog, crazy thing is, I've been rapping for a minute, but my catalog not crazy because I wasn't just a solo artist. You know what I'm saying? But now I've been like, the past couple years, I've been like super solo. So now it's like the ball in my court. So whereas though I'm just driving. I'm driving everything. I'm letting everything go. Who am I to hold music from y'all? You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting everything go.
Alright. You got any last words, any shout-outs you want to say?
Nah, man. Fuck everybody. Say nah, fuck everybody. I fuck with y'all. If you know who you is, I mean, you know if I fuck with y'all, I fuck with you. But everything, just stay tuned for real. I'm about to go crazy. Everybody that wanted me to get out my head and, you know, do what I'm destined to do, it's coming. It's coming for real. I just had to get right. I had to get my mind right for real. But shout out to High Style Sundays though.
Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up on us again.
For sure.
You know, y'all, it's Ice in the building.
Yes,
got
sir.
my boca on deck.
Yes, sir.
You know what time it is. Go grab a bottle, grab a freeze pop, go tune in all my man's music.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere. Follow him on the gram.
That shit out.
You know, we're gonna turn it up. Baltimore.
For sure.